Whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
And that's off the right upright, and it bounces away no good. And this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2.
And now 2 problems as I see it. First, you missed the kick, which granted was a long one. But second, you set the other guys up with great field position and enough time to maybe get downfield and get a field goal attempt of their own.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
So much about defending the pass is being able to be right there at the moment the ball gets to the receiver. And he was right in his hip pocket, helping force that incompletion.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Back to throw, Stafford. That's out to the flat for Akers. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. An extra defensive back here for the Bills on 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Stafford. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Offensively lucky they're able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. 1, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But 2, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
4th down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon. So we've reached halftime. One of the greatest performances of the year usually, but not here. Halftime of the Super Bowl is skipped, and we are on to the second half. These 2 teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And through one half at least, this Super Bowl has been everything it was cracked up to be. All tied. What's your key for them, Charles, in the second half? He's got a man, complete. And they're going to move it down inside the 25. Well, you had all halftime to think about what you wanted to do to start the second half. They came out with a big one.
Does that not beg the question? What was happening in the other locker room at halftime? Was that the one play they didn't cover as a possibility? Because they just gave up a big, big gain.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. That'll be complete to Cook. Touchdown, Bills! James Cook from 17 yards out. And the Bills come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the 3rd quarter. And now Sean McDermott's made the call. They'll go for 2. Allen will try to throw for it. And that's caught at the 2. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you. Allen going to throw. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Stephon Diggs. His second touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Bills will extend their third quarter lead here in this Super Bowl. They'll look to throw.
But I can't wait for a few years of two-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation, this time unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And they'll start at the 25 as Powell decides against returning it. Now Allen off the bootleg. They'll roll him out right. And that is caught. It's Davis. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Allen now looks to throw. Touchdown! Stephon Diggs with a record 4th Super Bowl touchdown tonight. And the Bills are starting to pour it on the game's biggest stage. They are running away with this Super Bowl. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that will bump the lead up to 26. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. And Allen is actually going to throw it here. He's got it complete to Diggs, right side. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. First down, here's the run with Cook. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. On 2nd and inches, Allen. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down. Up the middle, it's Cook. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
Well, they certainly have the look of a team with something to prove, don't they? All week, as we prepared for this game, we kept reading about how they said they're going to play a full 60 minutes this week. Has nothing to do with their opponent. No disrespect intended, but they wanted to be people of their word, playing this thing all the way out, trying to finish it strong.
And now once again, they'll line up to go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now. Should have been picked. Probably doesn't matter on a 2-point conversion, but still, as a former DB, you want to grab that ball when you can, don't you?
You certainly do, and don't say it, because I know you're thinking it. Don't say it.
What am I thinking?
You know what I know what you're thinking. Well, if he'd had hands, he'd be playing on offense.
Yeah, that's true. You've said that before. Well, you don't see that often. He just mishit it, and it goes out of bounds.
Well, I know sitting up here, and I'm looking at you, and you're looking at me, and I know we're both thinking the same thing. Isn't it easy enough to keep it between the sidelines? Because unless you're intentionally doing it for some reason, well, that's a costly mishit, and now you put your team in a bad spot.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. One last throw here for Stafford. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game.